Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here, and I'm still going with the 80s. Now, the next movie I'm gonna talk about is Night of the Demon, and that one gets a 4.7 on IMDb, directed by Jim West. And to be honest, uh, I I believe I reviewed this one a year ago and gave it a 5. And now I was thinking of 5.5, but I even want to go higher for a 6. I'll tell you why in the positives. The movie is basically about people that are getting killed in this, what's it, the forest with a canyon and a big river, and and they're bikers, and you can do, and campers and things like that go. Um, and this At some point, this anthropologist professor finds evidence that there may be something else in those woods. He thinks a Sasquatch, and he takes his students with him, and they go look for evidence. Now, the thing is, that and that's basically it. That's the story, and then of course the killing Sasquatch is, I mean, yeah, this killing dead, but it does start with a guy completely bandaged. You don't know who it is. A detective there, and a doctor, two doctors, and but the person can still talk, and this person is talking and telling the story to the cops and the doctor. Okay, pause this. It's I'm not gonna spoil what it is. It's kind of a Sasquatch, but it isn't, or they were just really cheap on the costume. I mean, I'm gonna say what it looked like. Sorry, it looked like a guy, a muscular guy, and they patched some hair on his shoulders and on his head, but he had a human face. I mean, yeah. Um, so that's already one of. No, it's not negative. It was funny, actually. It was funny. But the movie, the reason why I'm giving it a 6 now is because it has a lot of kills. Jesus fucking Christ. And I mean, fairly brutal kills. The gore is pretty. Whew, and it's weird. You follow these campers, these students, sorry, with the professor, and they're going to lead them first to town and to a lead, and they hired this little boat to go to the river on the other side, and so forth. So so on and so on. They find a footprint, they take an imprint. And meanwhile, while they're doing this, the creature, we don't see it. We don't only see the arms. It's like hairy arms. Is killing multiple people. So always one or two people. For example, one of the gnarly kills is a biker. Like I said, there's a few bikers because you have these, like canyons, and you can there are roads, and you can just go full, you know, full speed ahead. And this guy has to take a pee. Why not? He goes in the bushes, and the creature takes his penis, rips it off, he throws him back. You can see his dick lying on the ground. Then you see the balls and the dick, or at least the dick that I know. Guy's bleeding like hell. He's going back on his bike, and he can see the wound. It's the practical effects were, in my opinion, but the kills, the yeah, ripping off arms, and there's even these two Girl Scout leaders, you know, that were gathering wood for their campers, and they come across the creature, and they say, "We have knives." The other one, uh, and they attack it, and the creature takes their palms and basically stabs them with their own knife, like shish kebabbing them, kind of against each other. That's so, oh, it's fun kills, cool kills, and a lot of practical effects. So I'm really that was this that for that reason, and the story was, and I like when you have these that a group of urban legend things or something, you know, that they're or going for leads. That's the reason why. Sorry, I like found footage movies because you always those ones like the Blair Witch Project. We have a group, students or reporters, and they go somewhere and they're following this fake urban legend that's actually not so fake and urban, and it's not such a legend. I mean, it's a legend, but it's fairly real, and that's what I like. Um, but the anthropologist, the student, they're basically on the heels of this thing. But like I said, it always goes to entertain the audience to another scene, and then another person or a random person doing random things. Like I said, the Girl Scout gathering wood, the biker peeing, and you have multiple guy fishing, things like that. A couple having sex, things like that in the van. I mean, yeah. So you're entertained with those skills. Also, but at the end, it's pure pandemonium, and that's with the students and the anthropologist. Yeah, it's all in, baby. So I like that. So the negatives, yeah, the negatives are there's this plot twist at the end of this movie. But it's actually a kind of a spoiler. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it turned me off. Yeah. But I understand somewhere they were going somewhere with it. So the students and the anthropologist would go there because that's one of a big lead, and it's a woman. No, no, a young female woman, maybe even. I mean, 18 years, a teenager, so 18 years. I'm not sure. And she is called Wanda, and she's called, and they know her name in the beginning when they're going through town, and these guys, the townspeople, mention, oh, you should see Crazy Wanda. And where is she? We don't know. She's living somewhere in those woods, but she sometimes goes to town to buy some things, and then she's off again. So, but there could have been other ways to do this, other ways to do this twist. Yeah, that I didn't like that. That was so, yeah, and she has a bad history with her extremely fucked up religious dad, and there's also a a little bit of a cult involved at the end. There's few things in the end that I did not like. Yeah. So that being said, the okay. Uh, that's the only negative I had. A little bit of a on the fence, a well, gray area for me was the ending. The person that's obviously lived through all this, and you can all kind of guess it's one of the students, one of the the people of the college, badly wounded, of course, is telling the story, and there's something with that ending. I thought, oh yeah, you could have gone that way, but they go the mm, okay, no spoilers. But I give it, certainly watch it. I'm not sure, but I believe I've watched it on YouTube. You can see a lot of movies on YouTube, but I actually bought it on DVD, and I don't know on YouTube that the gore is included. You really have to see this with the gore, really, really. So, oh, and the acting, like I said, it's actually not bad with these students. I mean, yeah, yeah. But you have bad acting too, like the cults and the extreme religious father. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, that being said, give this one a watch. I mean, this is a slasher. Okay, it's a creature, but he's killing these people off one by one or by twos, and the end is a panda go all in, like killing like multiple people. But this is yeah seen as a slash. I mean, a creature can also be a slasher movie. The creature is a slasher basically. So that being said, give this one a watch, but try to find a good DVD or stream it on a Prime or something, or maybe they got him on a Shutter. I'm not sure, but you really gotta watch it with the gore. That okay? Watch it with the gore. So, is this a movie for slasher fans? I think so. I think so because I like the story that they're following this urban legend, and the anthropologist really believes it's there, and the students are skepticals or they need to be convinced at least. And I like that, and he's trying to convince them, and I like that. I really like that. Besides the kills, and the kills, of course, and even that going forward to the he had that good dialogue, but then going and they acted fairly well, and they didn't make bad decisions in my opinion. No, and then so that's good, and then you go to the victims. Those are a few stupid ones, but they get what they get for being there. But also people like just peeing against the tree. I mean, in the gore, of course. So yeah, give it a watch. See you later with another 80s movie. If I There are a few movies that I sadly saw a lot of reviews of that I know are super bad, get really low scores, but I'll do a review of them, but pure by research. Okay? So not in my opinion. But if I do that, I'll do yeah. It will be followed with a movie that I've seen, but I'm not gonna see those things because I've seen really bad movies like that without just going in blind, and oh man, it's just so awful. And I'm doing this just for fun, this channel, so I'm not want to be paid or something. I just want to see good and bad, but yeah, so I'm not all my things are all my videos movies aren't good, they're bad, or although I try to find the good things in the bad movies too. I'm kind of like that, but it can be one thing and the rest, and say seven bad things, right? So that being said, watch out for my next video, my 80s video, slasher video, of course, and smell you later.